Welcome back, folks. We are just getting live now and doing the starting lineups here for Pinkerton and Goffstown, and then we'll get going with our cast here just in a moment. Thanks. And welcome back, Grizzly faithful, to Goffstown, New Hampshire's beautiful field today. Nice day today. We're hosting the Pinkerton Astros today for our first matchup of two this week. We play them here at home on Monday, and then on Wednesday we'll be playing them away at their new facility, all turf field. So the girls will have to remember to bring non-metal cleats for that game. Pinkerton comes into the game at 10-2. Having played some very good softball up until now. Goffstown comes in at 5-5, having lost a tough game on Saturday to Merrimack. Close game. Score didn't really show that, but it was a very, very tight game. Could have gone either way throughout the entire game. Starting lineups here for the Astros: Lily Mason playing third, Lissa Boulot playing second base, Paige Ouellette at short, Addie Rudge, in right field. I believe that's Anna Dunton and left, Emma Hodgkins and pitching in the circle today, Alex Foote catching, Alyssa McLaughlin playing center, and Sophia Camilleri playing first base. In the circle today for Goffstown is Taylor Watterson. And Lily Mason, slap hitter, lefty. Good player. Ball's out. She can hit all fields, do a little bit of everything. Ball's up, 2-0. As I mentioned, in the circle, Taylor Watterson today. Behind the dish, we've got freshman Brittany LeClaire getting a start at catcher again today. 3 games this week for Goffstown. So I'm sure they'll see some personnel working in and out. Ball's up and out. 2-2 count. Friday, Goffstown has Alvern. I think we only play one of them. One's against Alvern this year, and we get them away, I believe, on Friday. So 3 games this week for Goffstown. And ball's down, full count. And lost her. Leadoff walk for Lily Mason. She's speedy. Alyssa Boulot up now. It might be Bulio. Apologies to the Bulio family if I'm saying that incorrectly. And easy steal there from Mason. No real opportunity to throw her out there. She got a good jump and she's fast. I believe that was ball 1 as well. And she bunts foul. 1-1. The 1-1 offering from Watterson. Ball down. Nice stop there. Good stop by LeClaire. Just going to be busy back there as always. And the ball's down. Watterson up with it, gets her out at first. Takes that sack out there. Nice job by Watterson fielding her position, but Mason does move up. Third base. 1 out now. Paige Ouellette up now, righty. First pitch strike from Watterson. And the 0-1. Ball just in. And the 1-1. Driven up the middle. It's going to be an RBI single for Paige Ouellette. And the Astros are out ahead 1-0 on a walk from Mason, stolen base, and a sacrifice bunt moved her over to third by Alyssa Bulio, and then a single by Paige Ouellette scores her for the first round of the game. 1 out here. Addie Rudge up. And fouled up, out of play. Addie runs with a good swing at that first one. Seems to have a little bit of power here. 1-1. You would expect that from a four-hitter. Excuse me, the 0-1. Now it's 0-2. Good aggressive swings there. Let's see if Watterson tries to switch it up a little bit here. See if they try to get the runner in motion also with 1 out here in the inning. And the 0-2 here from Watterson. Got her. And the delayed steal there from Ouellette moves her up. But Watterson does get that strikeout on her changeup there. Runner in scoring position, though, on that stolen base. A little bit of a delayed steal. Anna Dunton up now. Ball 1. And 1 ball, no strikes for Dunton. Strike on the outer half. Good pitch there by Watterson. And the 1-1. Ball's up. Two balls, 1 strike. 2-2. Big secondary lead out there from Paige Ouellette. Expect her to maybe take third here just for fun. 2-2 count. And popped up to first and corralled there by Hunt. Nice play, a little flare over her head. Nice track by Hunt, and 1 run comes in on 1 hit, 1 walk, and a few stolen, 1 stolen base as well. So in the middle of the first here, it's 1-0 Astros. Nice job by Watterson pitching out of that jam though, getting the 4-hitter to strike out and then inducing a little pop-up flare to first base for the 5-hitter to end the threat. In the circle for Pinkerton today is Emma Hodgkins. And Goffstown has a little bit of a different lineup today. We've got Emily Peterson in center. Brooke Bastelli, first time we're seeing her this year. The designated player hitting second. Taylor Watterson hitting third today in the circle. Lily Trinka on fire, playing left field, hitting fourth. Brittany LeClaire behind the plate, hitting fifth. Michaela Strickless hitting sixth, playing third. Regan O'Mara at short. Noelle Simmons at second. Ashley Bernard in right, and Alyssa Hunt, who made that last out there at first base as your flex player today. Again, Goffstown comes in at 5-5. Some good games, some tough games, some blowouts, both directions. But playing pretty good softball recently. My crack analysis is their defense is starting to settle in and settle down, which is necessary, of course, to win games. But their offense is getting going too. Coach Jenkins finding the right type of lineup, moving some girls in and out, seeing what might work. All told, though, things are looking up here for Goffstown. Young team, as I've mentioned in the past, only 2 seniors on the active roster. The one that helps manage the team who's been injured. 8 juniors, I believe. 1 or 2 sophomores and 1 or 2 freshmen. 2 freshmen getting starts pretty much the entire year for Goffstown in both LeClaire and O'Mara. Slap hitter Petey. She can go from both sides here, but she's choosing to slap her first at bat. Speedy Petey's been on base quite a bit all year long. Swings through that first one. Then the 0-1. And flares it. Just foul. Exactly what she wanted, just hoping for that ball to be fair over the third baseman's head. Now she's got to protect here 0-2. PD would have been a 4-year starter if we played last season, starting since her freshman year, and foul ball. Good job getting that ball in play and spoiling a good pitch there by Hodgkins. 4th pitch of the at-bat coming up here, still 0-2. And gets her to go. Nice pitch there in the lower outer half. Gets Petey fishing. First out of the inning. And Brooke Vistelli up, first at-bat of the season for Brooke. She's injured a little bit earlier in the season. She's getting some playing now. She's a junior. Ball out for her. And the 1-0 offering. Oh, that's a very high strike by the umpire. That looked way above the letters there. That's going to be dangerous for both teams if he continues to call that pitch. Ball's in. So there's something so far I've seen he likes the up and the down, but not necessarily the in and the out. It's generally not good for hitters, but very good for pitchers. And the 2-1. Big cut. Love that cut, actually. 2-2, just missed, fouled straight back. See if Brooke can get into something here. And the 2-2. Fouled off, out of play. Staying alive. Good at bat here from Brooke. 6th pitch of the at bat coming up, 2-2 count. Great eye there on that low end pitch, almost offered. Full count. Good spot from Hodgkins, but didn't get Brooke to offer. Full count here, 7th pitch of the at bat. Base hit, ball 4 for Brooke. And, oh, nice play there by the shortstop. Lazy liner, diving stab. Nice play there by Paige Ouellette. Good at bat by Brooke, though. I gotta love seeing that. Nice 7-pitch at bat, ends in a line drive out. Good at bat, though. Taylor Watterson moving up to the 3 spot today. See if she can get going hitting wise. in a little bit of a slump, but she's dangerous every pitch. And first pitch, ground ball to second base, and safe. Well, first base, second base. So error there on the first baseman, but that helps Goffstown. Watterson is now on with 2 outs with the dangerous Lily Trinka up. See if Trink can stay hot. She is hit for power, hit for contact, stolen a bunch of bases, had some really great base running plays so far this year. And, oh, nice stab by the first baseman. 2 first pitch swings from your third and 4 hitters, though. Good hard hit ball there by Trink, but nice stab there by the first baseman and from Pinkerton to make up for that error on the one right before that. So at the end of 1, Pinkerton up 1-0. Goffstown putting a charge into some balls, but nothing dropping just yet. But good at bats so far. Watterson, Trinka, aggressive power hitters, swinging first pitch. See a ball hit a ball. Coming up here for Pinkerton, we've got the pitcher Hodgkins leading off, Alex Foote, the catcher, and Alyssa McLaughlin, center fielder, coming up here. So 6, 7, 8 for Pinkerton. Beautiful day, no wind to speak of today, so shouldn't be too much of a factor, both defensively or offensively. Unlike the Merrimack game, when one of the girls had a high fly ball to left and it just drifted over the fence. Good piece of hitting, but definitely helped by the wind. That put Merrimack up early in the game. Goffstown came screaming back in that senior day game, and then had one tough inning with one series of plays that ended up in bases clearing sacrifice fly, which is a weird thing to say, but true story. That happened. See if we can't clean that up a little bit here today. Play a good defensive game, keep us right in it. Goffstown hitting pretty well.
Leading off with Lady Astros, pitcher number 2, Emma Hodgkins.
Emma Hodgkins up, looking to help herself here since she's in the circle today. Take strike 1, that high strike. So he is giving it to both teams. That's good. As a hitter, you're going to have to zone up, and you hate having to do that. And that ball's popped up to short. And O'Mara underneath it for the first out. Alex Foote up coming up now for Pinkerton. Catching today, number 16.
Next up is the catcher, number 16, Alex Foote.
That ball's up, very high in the air, and Trink should be able to track it, and she does. And fly out there to left for the second out of the inning. Alyssa McLaughlin up now, center fielder, lefty. Not sure if she slaps or not. We'll find out here shortly. Foul out of play. Aggressive from both teams here, swinging early in counts. Against good pitching, that's probably smart. You don't want to get into that habit necessarily. 1-1 now. Ball's out. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1 misses as well. 3-1. And the 3-1. Right down the middle, got her, full. And the payoff pitch here. If there were runners on, they would be going, but there are none. And ball misses badly for ball 4. 2 outs, though, in the inning. Number 9 hitter, Sophia Camilleri up.
Number 8, playing first base, Sophia Camilleri.
Sophia with a nice play to end the inning after an error on Watterson's slow ground ball. She was able to stab Trinka's hard hit ball there at first. And in there with ease is Alyssa McLaughlin. And I believe that was a ball 2. We'll get that count here shortly. Yep, 2-0. And now there's a runner in scoring position. Ball's up, 3-0. After 2 quick outs, unfortunately, Watterson in some trouble now with a walk, a stolen base, and running the count 3-0 against the 9-hitter. Love to say real aggressive against the bottom half of the lineup, and losing the 8-9 hitters are never good, but 3-1, she's running that back to 3-1. Let's see if Tay can win this battle here. Foul ball and runs it full. Nice job by Watterson to battle back. Full count, 2 outs here. The runner won't be going on her own. Doesn't have to at the very least, since there's no one at first. Here comes the full count offering. Gets her to swing. Nice job getting out of that inning. And Watterson is out of it. No damage done there by Pinkerton after 2 quick outs. A walk, a stolen base, but then a strikeout to get out of the inning from Watterson. So Pinkerton will be bringing up their top of the order in the third. For Goffstown, we've got LeClaire, Strickless, O'Mara coming up. 5, 6, 7 hitters today for Goffstown. And as always, want to thank Goffstown TV for allowing us to bring these games live to you. Love doing it. And here we go, the slap hitting LeClaire up. Early season success for LeClaire. Good job moving runners around, getting a lot of small ball singles, incredibly fast. If she's on the bases, she's dangerous. And that gets by the diving Mason at third. If she didn't catch that ball in the air, she was definitely going to be on first no matter what anyway. She is so fast. Nice job there by LeClaire with her bunt single. Now up for Goffstown, Michaela Strickless. Let's see if Jenkins stays with small ball. Strickless a pretty good bunter for the most part. But a speedy LeClaire too, maybe straight steal. We'll see what happens here. And bunts through that one. Not moving up as LeClaire. And the 0-1 here. And gets that one down. That'll move the runner up. Nice sack bunt. And oh, they're trying to go first to third, and Mason was able to get back. That's just a base running error by LeClaire. Should absolutely not have tried to take third base there. Pinkerton is entirely too good defensively to make that mistake that we were able to do the last few games. So that sack bunt worked and then didn't. So unfortunately, that base running error causes the second out in the inning. And little things like that hopefully will not come back to haunt Goffstown, but things like that are not useful. Goes without saying, of course, and it's easy for me to say up here in the booth, of course, not down there playing, but hindsight's always 20/20. 1 ball, no strikes to O'Mara now. With the leadoff single erased. And swings late through that one. And swings late on that one too. Hodge can certainly hit in her spots and feeling the right right areas here. She is hitting in and out and up and down, and gets her to swing through that changeup as well. So Goffstown had a good opportunity there with the leadoff single from LeClaire on her bunt, getting her over to second, but erased on a base running mistake, and then a strikeout by O'Mara ends that inning much more quickly than Goffstown would have liked. That being said, we'll bring up Simmons Pinard in the top of the order next inning for Goffstown. And coming up here for the Astros will be the top of the order in Mason, Bulio, and Ouellette. Mason walked her first at bat and then scored after stealing second. And then getting sacked over to third by the two-hitter Alyssa Bulio. And Paige Ouellette singled up the middle, drove in Mason for the first run and only run of the game so far. Then Watterson was able to get the four-hitter to strike out, and then the five-hitter to pop out to first. And in the second inning, Watterson was able to get a quick pop-up to the shortstop, fly out to left in 3 pitches, and then walked out Alyssa McLaughlin, who stole a base, but then was able to get Sophia Camilleri to strike out to end the inning. So 1-0 here, Pinkerton. Top half of the third coming up.
Leading off for the Astros, Lily Mason.
Slap hitter Lily Mason, speedy, dangerous. Take strike one. Doesn't look like she's going to slap this at bat. Probably going to try hitting for power here, which she can do. Pinard playing deep in the gap. Might want to move over a little bit. Ball's out. 1-1. And fouled in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's not 2 strikes there, Jim. Hit the bat twice.
I wish I'd make it a nice quick strike 3 and get out of this inning, huh? Or get out of this first out. If only that were the case. And the 1-2. Ball's up. Good idea by Watterson. Try to go up the ladder a little bit, get her to fish. Just misses a little bit too high to get her to offer. And the 2-2. Just up on that change. And to second, right at Noel, but couldn't come up with that one. So an E4 for Lily gets her on base for the second time today. Now up Alyssa Bulio. Sacrifice bunted her first at bat after a stolen base from Mason. Expect that first pitch running again, and she's not. Ooh, LeClaire could have thrown behind there. Coach Bill telling her to throw the ball, but if she does, I can tell you Lily Mason's going to take second base. And an easy stolen base there for Mason. Again, no real chance of getting her out there. A little bit too fast for LeClaire to be able to throw her out. And throws a strike there. And a 1-2 count now for Bulio. Going to have to protect, and the bunt is going to be off, of course, with 2 strikes. And able to ground that ball in between the 5-6 hole. Mason holding there at third. And nice hard hit single there by Bulio in the 5-6. Paige Ouellette up next. She had the RBI single here in the first inning. Hard hit ball up the middle. First and third now. Let's see what Goffstown sets up for their first and third defense if she runs. And they're just going to let her. Fielder's indifference there. Gets her to second base. So now we got second and third. Nobody out here. Astros threatening. Ball 1 there to Paige Ouellette. Fouled off. 1-1. And the 1-1 from Watterson. Foul ball out of play. And she's ahead 1-2 now on Ouellette. Ouellette with a nice diving stab on Brooke Bastelli's first at bat. And a hard liner. Fairly hard liner. Nice play though. And does not fish at that high ball there. And 2-2 count now. Ground ball to short. Gets her and does not get her to go. Nice job. Great job there by O'Mara to look her back, make the out, and keep Lily Mason at third. Good job there by O'Mara. Nice play for the first out of the inning. Addie Runge up now. Addie struck out her first at bat. Ball one. Addie got caught up on a called third strike on a changeup. Don't expect that from the four-hitter much, and probably not going to see that one again. Just going to get a little more aggressive, I would think. And they're intentionally walking her. Don't see that too often, but that's a smart move. Why not? Why pitch to the four batter with the girls on second and third, nobody out. Now we have a force at home, so the infield's going to play in for Anna Dunton. Anna popped up to first, her first at bat, and ground ball, the foul there. And in high school softball, if you didn't notice, you don't actually have to throw all the balls when you intentionally walk. You just have to give the intention and let them know. And that's exactly what happened there. And the 1-1 here from Watterson. Gets her with a change. And the 1-2 strike count. Got her. Nice pitch on the high outer half from Watterson to get her out there for the second out of the inning. Pitcher Emma Hodgkins hoping to help herself here with the bases loaded, 2 outs for the Astros. Nobody across yet this inning. We hope to keep it that way. Popped up to shortstop, her first at bat. And first pitch strike there from Watterson. Other than one or two batters, Watterson's been really right around the plate and hitting her spots today. Nice stop by LeClaire. That was behind her. That's a great stop by Brittany LeClaire right there. That's just a pure instinct play. It's not even dropping to your knees. That's just flailing your glove out and hoping for the best, and she was able to keep that ball and save a run. That's going to be a lazy ground ball to first for Alyssa Hunt, and they're out of the inning. Nice job there by Watterson and the Goffstown Grizzlies to get out of that jam right there. So girls on second and third after an error by Noelle Simmons, then a stolen base, then a single by Bulio in the 5-6 hole, and then a nice play by Regan O'Mara for a fielder's choice. Deep in the hole, held her at third, threw her out at first. Intentional walk to the 4-hitter Addie Runge, worked out perfectly for Goffstown. Got a strikeout from the 5-hitter Anna Dunton, and then we just got a ground out there, 3U, by Emma Hodgkins to get out of the inning. No damage done after a shaky beginning of that inning. Nice job there by Watterson and the Goffstown Grizzlies to get out of that. Coming up here for Goffstown, we've got Noelle Simmons, Ashley Pinard, and then the top of the order, and Emily Peterson. Story of the game for Goffstown so far is really just leaving one girl on base after an error by the first baseman, but then also a leadoff single erased by a tough base running play in the top half of the second. So we did not capitalize on that leadoff hit. But let's see if we can get something going here in the third. A lot of game left in this beautiful day here in Goffstown. Good softball being played so far. Pinkerton with a big team. 7 or 8 girls on the sidelines on the bench today. Maybe 6. Nope, yeah, 8. Wow. That is a very large team. That's a 17-person varsity team. That's it's going to be tough to manage. And they have a JV team, because I believe our JV team's playing right now as well, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. One of our long-time announcers up here let me know that they do have 3,200 students, which is a good point. But yeah, they must have a good 30-plus rostered varsity JV team. Must be nice.
Yeah.
And the
little bigger pool of players, yeah.
Well, that's exactly right. Some good ASA players on this team as well. Played quite a while in different clubs and some very high-level prospects. Probably some that'll go D1. Both the Mason twins are incredibly well coached and good players, so you might want to see them somewhere. Shortstop seems to be very, very good. And the 1-0. 2-0. And the 2-0, look for Noel to drive something here. Just missed, fouled out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3. Good job by Simmons laying off those borderline pitches. And the 3-1 here for Simmons. Ball 4, leadoff walk for the speedy Noel. And the even speedier Pinard up next. And then the speedy Peterson right behind her. Pinard's had some good success in recent weeks, hitting the ball hard to the opposite field. Ball's in the dirt, and Simmons able to slide underneath that tag. Good throw by the good hard throw by the catcher, just a little bit offline, and a stolen base there for Simmons. And we have a girl in scoring position here with nobody out. And the 1-0 to Pinard. Popped up. Tough play here for the second baseman. And Simmons does tag up. Nice play there by Simmons. Wasn't sure if she wanted to. And then the coach was like, absolutely, that's over her shoulder, deep. That's a tough throw for a second baseman to make all the way across the diamond. So in a different way, Pinard was able to sacrifice that runner over, just not as expected, but it worked out really well. So runner in scoring position moves up to third now. And Noel is at third with 1 out in the inning, and the senior captain Peterson struck out her first at bat, hitting from the right side now, struck out lefty. Switching it up here on the right side now. See if Petey can come up big here, a little single, tie this game up. Ball's in. Good eye by Peterson. And 1 ball, no strikes. Peterson drills that to right. And Noel's tagging. There's going to be a play at the plate. And she gets in there safe. Good hard throw by that right fielder. That would have been close if the catcher was able to corral that. But hey, Petey with that nice opposite field sac fly ties up the game at 1. And we've got a nice ball game brewing here in Goffstown, New Hampshire today, folks. Good job there. Nice base running. Good work by Goffstown to execute when they needed to. So Simmons, after a leadoff walk, steals second. Gets sacked over to third on a sac fly by Ashley Pinard, and then a sac fly by Peterson, scores her. 2 outs in the inning, nobody on. But 1 run across so far, and ball 1 there to Bastelli. Brooke had a nice at-bat, 7-pitch at-bat, her first at-bat, and then lined out to the shortstop, diving shortstop, and another line out to the shortstop in that at-bat. But Goffstown evens up at 1. And at the end of 3, it's a 1-1 game here in Goffstown. Coming up for Pinkerton is the bottom of the order, 7-8-9. Alex Foote, Alyssa McLaughlin, and Sophia Camilleri. Yeah, as I mentioned, Pinkerton coming in 10-2 on the season. Good team, well-rounded. Goffstown holding tough here with a 1-1 game into the top of the 4th.
Tuning in for the game tonight there, Bruins versus Capitals, Jim?
Bruins.
Come on.
No, I'm just kidding. Tough loss the other night.
Yeah, tough off for them, Terry.
Yep. It's fun to watch, but nope. And you know, it's honestly, as I watch other sports too, it's fascinating that all the skills are different in every sport, right? But to me, being able to tip a 110-mile-an-hour slap shot is just insane to me. It's just such hand-eye coordination is just insane. But yep, what are you going to do? That's just good skill, right? Alex Foote up now. Alex flew out to left. Well, actually, it was foul ball to left, but Trinka able to track it down. Her first at-bat, first pitch swinging. And she takes the ball down there. Just down. Claire doing a good job trying to frame balls today. Oh, that's a strike. 1-1. Leah Berdine, another catcher here for Goffstown, is incredibly good at that. 1-1. And a lazy line drive. Just pretty much the exact same spot that Brooke just hit it to their shortstop. So one good turn deserves another, I suppose, for the first out of the inning here. Lefty Alyssa McLaughlin walked her first at bat and then stole a base. Was stranded at second. And 0-1. High pop up there to short, and O'Mara's under that one for the second out of the inning. Nine hitter Sophia Camilleri up now, struck out her first at bat. Ground ball, out of play. And the 0-1. Strike two. Nice pitch there by Watterson, lower in her half. Tough pitch to do anything with there. Nice job by Watterson. And the 0-2. And fouled off. Good changeup. Good idea by Watterson. Super early. Able to foul it off, though, as Camilleri to stay alive. And fouled it off again to stay alive. She's not going down easy, as you would expect. And fly ball to left should be corralled by Trinka. It is for the third out. And 3 up, 3 down there for Pinkerton. Coming into the middle half of the 4th, it's a 1-1 game. Goffstown is going to be bringing the 3, 4, 5 hitters up to the plate. Watterson, Trinka, LeClaire. See if Goffstown can pull out a lead here now. Good job by Watterson, right around the zone, not trying to do anything fancy to the bottom half of the order. Just throw strikes, get outs, and go back in there and hit. Love seeing all that. And I think we've got a change here for Pinkerton, which does make sense. I was kind of curious where she was. But Liv Mason going in at short now for Pinkerton, one of their better players, and her sister Lily at third. Two very strong junior players. I don't know where she's going in the lineup, but we'll find out when she comes up to bat and we'll let you know. And Watterson, first pitch swinging her first at bat and grounded out to first. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Would have grounded out to first, but she did make an error. So she was able to get on. And then erased with a nice play by the first baseman right after that against Lily's hard hit ground ball. So let's see if she can do something a little different here this at bat. Or the same as long as she gets on. First pitch swinging again to the shortstop to Liv. Nice play there. And she did hold the bag. Good play there by Liv, and that's why Olivia Mason plays shortstop. Lily Trinkup saw one pitch her first at bat, hard hit ground ball in between first and second, and a nice backhand stab by the first baseman to save a hit. And Lily being a little more patient this at bat, taking that first pitch strike. Ball's out. 1-1. And the 1-1. Swung through that one, 1-2. One ball, two strikes to Lily Trinko. And change up in the dirt, 2-2. And fouled out of play. And one fan saving another. Nice job over there by the fans.
We didn't get that an instant replay.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 6th pitch of the at-bat. Ball's in the dirt, full count. See if Trink can get a base hit, ball 4 here. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Love these long at-bats. Big fan. Yeah, fly ball to right at her though. And it's an easy out for the right fielder. 2 outs now in the inning for Brittany LeClaire, who singled her first at-bat. Had a line drive bunt past the diving third baseman and then beat that out. As long as she gets it on the ground, it's going to be a tough play to make. I'd love to see her bunt down the first base line here. That's going to be an easy single if she can get it down the first base line, but she's a lefty, and ball's in the dirt. Foul ball. That's pretty much the only person that's going to be able to get her out probably is the catcher. If she puts it right in front of the plate, she might have an opportunity unless she hits it really hard right at somebody. And the 0-1. Ball's in the outer half. 1-1. One ball, one strike. Oh, and she gets it down. It's going to be a tough play for Mason. Oh, nice bang play by Lily Mason there. That is an incredibly good play. She has 0 time. She had to get rid of that very, very fast. And hard thrown ball. Nice stretch by the first baseman to get her out. But good effort there by LeClaire. Again, if she gets that down the first baseline, that's going to be a single all day long. Maybe she'll start working on that next week. So 3 up, 3 down for Goffstown as well. And coming up here in the top half of the 5th inning, we've got the top of the order for Pinkerton. And we'll see what we got going on here for the changes that they were making there, because we did see Olivia Mason start playing short and then, of course, make that really nice play. So, yeah, we got Lily Mason leading off, and we might see Olivia Mason at the 2 spot. And then Paige Roulette, I think, might have moved over to somewhere else, and or maybe just came out. So we'll find out shortly. We didn't get the changes up here in the box, but we'll figure it out as we go. And as always, we're dealing with our scoreboard issue. We've got someone coming out to look at it this week, it sounds like, but keeps cutting out, in and out, in and out. Some games, can't get it going at all. Some games we get it going and it's fine, and other days it comes in and out the whole day. So we'll figure it out. I'm going to blame the Chipmunks or something out there. 1-1 game here in the top half of the fifth. Nice barn burner from Goffstown and Pinkerton so far. Both teams hoping to break out. Lily Mason up. First at bat, she walked, stole a base, scored. Second at bat, hard hit ball at Noel. She couldn't corral. Ball's foul ball. Hard hit ball right at Noel. Couldn't corral it for an E4. Got on and then was stranded at third after a couple nice plays by Goffstown. Good defense. Lily looking to get on as a good leadoff hitter does for her third time today. And a little lazy change up in the dirt. And Goffstown playing a slap D instead of a bunt D. And that's going to get down. Yep. And that's what a slap hitter does. It just drops it right over the third baseman or six hole for a single. So nice job there by Mason. That's all you really need from a slap hitter. Good job, though, by Goffstown to track that ball down and get it in before she could get a double out of that. Alyssa Bulio still in, still up. She sacrificed bunt at her first at-bat, had a single her second at-bat. Looking to bunt and no throw at all there. Mason too fast and has stolen 3 bases now. No real chance of throwing her out. And I believe that was a ball. Couldn't tell if she pulled back or not, but we'll find out here shortly. Look for another sack bunt. Ball's up. 2 balls, no strikes here to Bulio. Goffstown would like to get an out here. And foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And swings through that one. 2-2 count now to Bulio. See if Watterson can get this one out. Oh, I guess we must have missed one. Guess that was strike 3. Okay, so it wasn't 2 balls. It was a... Okay, well, we'll take it. All right. Yeah. The umpire definitely flashed 2-0, but hey, we're going to take that. No worries at all. Not going to argue with that. So 1 out now in the inning.
Nobody over there is saying anything, so.
Yep, nobody's arguing on the Pinkerton side either, so I guess us folks up here in the booth were the wrong ones. Everybody else was right. So we'll take that one, though. Be wrong every day when it leads in a strikeout. Ball there. Paige Roulette singled her first bat right up the middle. And then fielder's choice to Regan O'Mara with girls on second and third. Regan able to keep her in. And nice hook slide there. Ball was in the dirt, but picked by Strickless. Just couldn't get a good tag on her either. And a nice hook slide there by Mason. Steals her 4th base of the day. And her 2nd one of this inning. And ball's up. Foul back out of play. Two and 2 count now to Roulette. See if taken. Whoa. Oh, nice stop by LeClaire there. That one just slipped right out of the hand of Watterson, but LeClaire able to grab that ball and keep Lily Mason from scoring from third. And a foul ball out of play to the right side. Good track there by Pinard, just ran out of room. So Paige Roulette working counts here.
Ashley is known to just go right through those fences.
That's what we heard at senior night, huh? Oh, I gotta learn that story. That sounds fun. And the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled out of play again.
We were playing at a tournament in Epping, and it was on a turf field, so they had the makeshift.
Good. I was gonna say, as long as it's one of the squishy fences and not one of the real ones. Okay.
She was in left field, and she just
And line to Peterson in center. Ooh, she left early. She left early. They might want to. They might want to check that one. Yep. Yeah. Yep, she did leave early, and they got that call. Nice job by the coaches seeing that as well. Good job there by Goffstown figuring out that Lily Mason left just a smidge early, and they get out of that with no runs, no damage. That sacrifice fly turns out into a double play, and Goffstown's out of that inning. For sure she left early, and I saw it. The coaches saw it, and good job by them to throw that over, appeal it, and get them out. Nice job. And just like that, we are out of that inning, so that's great. So at the middle of 5 here, it's still 1-1. And Goffstown's bringing up Strickless O'Mara Simmons to the plate. Strickless sack bunted, and then O'Mara struck out, and Simmons walked, stole a base, and then ended up scoring. Let's see if Goffstown can get something going here. I'm actually curious. I'm going to have to research because she left early, I wonder if that hitter gets a sacrifice fly or a fly out to center. She didn't actually score, but it wasn't the hitter's fault. I'm actually very curious. If anyone that's watching right now knows that, send us a message on YouTube, or if any of you know me directly, please feel free to text me. I'm very curious how we would score that for Paige Roulette. I think it might have to be a flyout simply because there was no positive thing that happened, right? They didn't actually score or move up, but interesting anyway.
Leading off for Goffstown, Michaela Strickless.
Yeah, Michaela Strickless up. Again, sacrifice bunt her first at-bat, moved the runner over, and then that runner in into an out. Swinging at that first pitch, low and in. Nice pitch there by Hodgkins, who's feeling it. She's certainly all around the zone today. Throwing some good pitches. And the 0-1 here to Strickless. Slow ground ball to third. And Mason with a gun over there at third base, able to cut that off and throw her out. She has an absolute cannon of an arm. I don't think I've seen a third baseman throw that ball that hard at this level in my career. And she had to throw it with all her might there to get Strickless, who's pretty speedy. So nice play there by Mason. Erases Strickless' little ground ball there, 5-3. And O'Mara up, ball one. And Regan struck out her first at-bat. Looking to get some redemption here. Bottom half of the fifth. And the 1-0 here to O'Mara. He's played a good shortstop today. Very late swing on that one. Decided late, swung late. And the 1-1. Ball's up, 2-1. And the 2-1 offering here to O'Mara. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Easy peasy for the second out of the inning. Jammed her there. And again, as soon as she starts getting her hips through the ball, those will be in the 5-6 hole, gappers, etc. She just needs to get her hips going, and she'll be just fine. Noelle Simmons walked her first at bat, stole a base, and then scored on a couple sac flies. Ball down. One-zero. Well, follows that one straight back. Just missed. 1-1. And the 1-1. Ball's in the dirt. 2-1. Tried the change up again. Missed. Two-one offering to Noelle Simmons. Ground ball in between third and short, and it gets through for a single. Nice job by Noelle. That's the second time she's on today. And 2 outs now with Pinkerton up. Ground ball, hard ground ball up the middle. Simmons trucking to second base and staying there. Nice job by Pinkerton. Goffstown's got something cooking with 2 outs here. Top of the order coming up. Peterson up now. She's going to hit from the right side again. And the girls on first and second. Nice job there by the bottom of the order, hitting a couple hard hit ground ball singles, getting on base, and both of them are pretty fast. So good stuff here for Goffstown. A foot in the bottom half of the 5th. Emily Peterson up, struck out her first at-bat from the left side, then hit a hard sacrifice fly to right, her second at-bat that scored Simmons. And foul ball. Peterson trying to hold up on that ball and just foul tipped it, and then it took a weird bounce. He thought it was going to be very foul, and then it took a weird bounce and then ended up foul, thank goodness, because she would have gotten out otherwise. 0-1 to Petey, though. Very late swings through that one. Hodgkin seems to be throwing and keep these girls really off balance. Switching up speeds, throwing her drop, curve it looks like, and then she tries her change up a few times, but it hasn't really worked too well today, but her fastball's working today, that's for sure. 0-2. And there's that change again, not working, missing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two on, 2 out, 1-2 count. And Peterson down the first base line, but she was able to corral it. Looks like it was fair, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Way to knock that down there by the first baseman. Unfortunately, doesn't get through, and stay just fair for her, and she was able to knock it down, step on the base, and get out of that inning. But good job there by the lower half of the inning, at least throwing a charge into it here. So at the end of 5, it's still 1-1. And we've got the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for Pinkerton here. Addie Runge, Anna Dunton, and Emma Hodgkins. Though, again, I don't know where they slotted in Olivia Mason, so we'll find that out shortly. Very good defensive game so far by both teams. Errors that didn't really hurt anything on the Goffstown side. And one that didn't hurt anyone on the Pinkerton side either. Love a good barn burner. These are nice games. All right, so thank you for... Yeah, go ahead, Brian, yeah.
MLB, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It says it might be different in high school. So we're just looking up the rule about the sack fly, runner out.
Yeah, and it looks like MLB's rule, which might be, again, different for high school and softball, but I don't think so. It seems like this would make sense. It indicates that the run does have to score for a sacrifice fly to count. The only exceptions to that are if the catch is either dropped or another runner is forced out before the run scores. So that does make sense to me.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, you're not sacrificing anything if you're not getting anything in return, right?
Yeah.
So it does make sense. So that's an F8. Works for me. Addie Runge up now. Intentional walk, her second at-bat, struck out her first at-bat. They intentionally walked her with girls on second and third to set up a force situation, and that worked out like a charm for Goffstown. They got the 5-6 hitters out and got out of that second and third jam. 0-1 now. Drilled, and that ball's gone. That's a home run. Way too much of the plate there for Addie Runge to miss that one. Hard hit line drive, home run to left field. That was gone right off the bat. And that brings Pinkerton up 2-1 now. Still a lot of time left in this game. It's a 2-1 game, nice and close. See if Goffstown can get these next 3 batters out and get in there. And all right, and this is where Olivia Mason is coming in. Olivia Mason is playing shortstop now, coming in for Anna Dunton. First at bat of the day for Olivia, though she's been in defensively for the last couple of innings. Dangerous hitter, can hit all fields, hit for power, and she's fast. Ball down. And the 1-0 here from Watterson. Strike to Mason, 1-1. For those of you scoring at home, this is an O Mason. Even though she's known as Liv, it is an Olivia. So O Mason and L Mason, and that one's going to be gone too. As I mentioned, good hitter, can hit for power, can hit all fields. Usually an everyday starter. Was taking a rest for somebody else today, but able to put that one out as well. And just quickly like that, now the Astros are up 3-1 on 2 solo home runs. Still a lot of game left, as I mentioned, and only a 2-run lead here, so no big deal for Goffstown. We can certainly come back with some bats here in the 6th and 7th, but we would like to get some outs here. I was at the Fisher Cats game the other night on Friday, and it's always a beautiful time out there for, $12 or whatever. Great came in. The visiting Yankees AA squad was out there, and they scored quite a few runs in the bottom half of the 8th inning to kind of go, or top half of the 8th inning to go ahead, and fouled off. And new thing there at the Fisher Cat Stadium was to throw up some memes on their scoreboard, and one of them was the guy from Office Space saying, and strike 2, guy from Office Space saying, if you could stop scoring some runs, that'd be great. And I feel like that is apropos for right now as well. 0-2 count. Missed up.
Well, if our board was working, we'd maybe throw it up there.
Yeah, that's right. Just put a picture of a meme. Just have somebody out there holding them up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And fly ball to right. And Pinard able to turn and make that catch after turning the wrong way the first time, but she's fast and able to recover there. Good piece of hitting there, driving that ball hard to right from Emma Hodgkins. Alex Foot up now. Alex flew out to left and lined out to shortstop. 1 out now in the inning. And that ball's going to be foul, I hope. And it is. Very foul, but very gone. So a loud strike, very loud strike. And Watterson acknowledging to the coaching staff she's missing her spots there. Those first 2 4 and 5 hitters were certainly middle in, and took those middle in pitches over the fence, and she just missed one there too. So trying to hit her spots, make sure she's not allowing those girls to extend her arms. And I'm sure Coach Jenkins is talking strategy in terms of where and how to pitch these next few batters as well. Story of the game so far, recap here while we have a little break in the action as Coach talks, is 3-1 Astros. Top half of the first, the leadoff hitter, Lily Mason, stole a base, got sacked over to third, and scored on a single. Then no scoring until this inning here for the Astros in the 6th. The 2 solo home runs back-to-back for the 4 and 5 hitters, Addie Runge and Olivia Mason. Goffstown got on the board in the third with a walk by Simmons, a stolen base, and 2 sacrifice flies back-to-back to tie the game at 1-1, and then no scoring since. So 3-1 Astros here, 1 out, 0-1, and swings through that one. That's a better pitch. Jammed her there up and in. That's a hard one to turn on and be able to put out, so. And got her. Got her looking on a nice pitch down and in. I don't believe Alex agreed with that particular call. She's a little frustrated with that one, but we like it here in the booth and as a Goffstown fan. Alyssa McLaughlin up now. Walked, stole a base, got stranded at second in the second inning, and then popped up to the shortstop in the 4th inning. Takes the first pitch strike. And ball out. 1-1. And that's a gapper. It's going to get down. Oh, nice job by Trinka cutting that ball off. Getting it into second, keeping her around first base. Good job cutting that ball off by Trinka, limiting her to a single. But nice hard hit gap ball there. But Goffstown's outfield is incredibly fast, so very rarely does a ball get all the way down. Sophia Camilleri up, playing first base. Made a couple nice plays to save some hits and runs over there today. Struck out her first at-bat, flew out to left her second at-bat. Ball's up. Oh, they might have her. Nope. And just not enough juice behind that throw there to get her out. Decent scoop by Regan O'Mara, but unable to get that tag down in time. So stolen base for Alyssa McLaughlin. And they got another runner in scoring position here. And I believe she did offer. That was a called strike, I think. We'll find out here shortly. Ball down. Nope, I lied. She did not offer that first one, and so it's 2-0 now. Takes a strike there, 2-1. Gets around that change, 2-2. Nice pitch there by Watterson. Good idea. And gets her out ahead again on that off-speed pitch, but she's able to foul that one off.
Just checking YouTube. We got 6 watchers today, Jim.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome, folks. And for those of you that watch later, welcome as well. Nice job there by Watterson getting out of that inning after 2 back-to-back home runs to start the inning. Watterson able to work out of that with a couple strikeouts and a fly out to right. And damage done, though, with those 2 solo home runs by Addie Runge and Olivia Mason. Run the score up to 3-1. Bottom half of the 6th coming up for Goffstown. 2-3-4 hitters. So Goffstown with their meat of the order coming up here in the next couple of innings with some opportunity to tie this game up. Maybe take the lead here. Very well played game, both sides. Good hitting, good pitching. Emma Hodgkins really able to keep Goffstown off balance for the most part, but Goffstown taking advantage of those opportunities that they did have for the most part, except for one base running mistake. Couple walks, couple hits. I'll pull together the stats here in the next half inning and give them to you through 6 after we're done. Brooke Vistelli up. Lined out to short, lined out to short. So she likes that shortstop spot, and the shortstops liked her today. A couple of lineouts for Brooke. See if she can find some green this time. Ball out. And the 1-0. Ooh, tough call. Good hold by Brooke there. I wouldn't have swung at that. But then again, I'm not down there. 1-1. Good hack there by Brooke. Foul back out of play. And the 1-2 offering. Oh, hit her. Dead ball. We'll take that one. That's a gift, and we're going to take it. Lead off runner on for Goffstown after that weird the changeup hit kind of in the middle, too, and it just must have hit a divot and came in and hit her in the ankle. We're gonna take that one, though. Taylor Watterson up. Saw 2 pitches today. Grounded out to third. Well, excuse me. Error to first base on a ground ball, and then ground ball to the shortstop. Nice stop there by the catcher to keep her off of second base there. And ball 1 from Watterson. Excuse me.
Both of them called timeout. Pitcher called timeout and coach called timeout.
Oh, okay. I wonder which one it goes to. Oh, it looks like he's given that to Jenkins. So in this level of play, actually maybe all levels at this point, you only have 2 visits per inning. So it doesn't matter if it's a hitter going out to talk to the coach and the coach calling time, or the coach going out and talking to a pitcher in the other half of the inning. They do count as visits, and I think you only have 2 per inning. So. And the 1-0 to Watterson. See if she can help herself here. And that ball gets by her, and Brooke will move up to second base there on that wild pitch. And runner in scoring position. Goffstown down by 2 here, nobody out. 2-0 count to Watterson. And that ball, she did offer, say she offered, but she gets to third. And I guess she offered at that, and coach asking if she can ask for help, but she can't because he called it a strike, I think. So either way, though, that was a wild pitch again, and Brooke is now at third. So Watterson, 2-1 count. She's going to have to swing away now. No bunting. I don't know that she wanted to anyway. Ball's in the dirt, and Brooke's going to score. Nice job there. 3 wild pitches in this at-bat. Ends up getting Brooks hit by pitch all the way across to bring this game to 3-2. Watterson took ball 3 there. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Watterson, and now all of a sudden it's a 3-2 game. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 6th with the 3, 4, 5 hitters up. I love seeing that. Goffstown's liking this momentum.
4 straight balls in the dirt, I think.
Yeah, even that one that she quote-unquote offered at was in the dirt too. So if Hodgkins is just finding some fatigue or some nerves, or maybe she's just missing her location. Yeah, that's 5th ball in a row in the dirt. That's a walk for Watterson. And Shrink up next. And catcher calling time. Just go out to talk to her, settle her down, ask her if she needs something different here. So far, Goffstown, 2 runs on 3 hits. Pinkerton with 1 error. Goffstown's left 3 on base. And only one of those 2 runs are earned because I think those wild pitches go as unearned runs. Which I guess is one way if you're a pitcher to keep your ERA down is just throw a wild pitch and let her score, right?
There you go.
Is going to be making a pitching change. Yep. So we are going to be making a pitching change here. Emma Hodgkins coming out after good first 5 innings, really good first 5 innings, and just lost it a little bit here in the first 2 batters of the 6th inning. But her stat line looks pretty darn good. I mean, again, only 3 hits, 1 earned, and I think only 1 walk. Well, 2 with that second one. So 2 walks, 1 hit by pitch, only 3 hits. I mean, that's a pretty good stat line, but looked like she was losing a little bit of control here. So a new pitcher in.
Pitching, Pinkerton, Addie, Runge.
And their four-hitter who just hit a solo home run is pitching now for Pinkerton, Addie Runge, in this 3-2 game. I don't know much about Pinkerton in terms of who's their ace and who's not, but both pitchers seem pretty good. Goffstown with a runner on here, threatening again to tie this game up.
Change, but I have no idea who it was.
And Pinkerton bringing Addie Runge over to pitch. He was playing right, but I think somebody else is playing right now. We'll get that changed as soon as we know it all, but the umpire's going over to get that now. We'll figure that out when they come up to bat for you. We're not the official scorebook. I think that's the home team. And Lily Trinka up. Lazy ground ball to first. And Watterson going to move up. Oh, Watterson might score. Watterson's going to try to score. And she is! Wow! Throwing error from the first baseman. Scores Watterson, who was surprised. She was off the bag. Took a turn instead of just slid into second, which actually worked out in Goffstown's favor there. As the first baseman threw that into left center, nobody backing up, gets almost all the way to the fence, and then Watterson just kept running. So that E3 turns into a run. And LeClaire up now, takes first pitch strike. Looking to bunt slap here, but that fielder's choice ended up turning into an error. That was a two-base error from the first baseman to score the third run, and now we're tied at 3-3. That ball is in the dirt.
What a game.
Yeah, this is a good one. 1 ball, 1 strike now to LeClaire. And swinging through that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to LeClaire. LeClaire bunt single in her first at-bat. And then bunt out to the third baseman, her second at-bat. And slaps that one out of play. Staying alive. So through 6, Pinkerton has 3 runs on 6 hits. 1 error from Goffstown. They've left 5 on base. All 3 of the runs were earned. And flails at that one, strike 3 for LeClaire. And Strickless up to the plate now, sacrificed her first at-bat and then grounded out to third, her second at-bat. And that one's going to drop. Yep, that's going to drop. That's a single at the very least from Strickless. Slapping that ball over the third baseman's head. First pitch swinging. And Strickless on first now. Regan O'Mara up. Regan struck out her first at-bat and then lazy ground ball to the pitcher, her second at-bat. See if she can put a charge into one here. And lays that one down first. Oh! Umpire saying she held the bag, but she jumped. That's a tough play. She went up for that ball. It's a tough play. I don't know if the home plate umpire is going to see anything different, but they're going to talk about it a little bit here. Regan O'Mara bunting in a situation there. Got him by surprise. Not a typical bunting situation, but Regan maybe doing that on her own. But is out, and 2 outs with a Speedy Strickless on first, trying to make something happen and surprise him. But nice job by the catcher to jump out of the box there and throw her out. Second baseman covering on that bunt, jumped up a little bit and then seemingly came down in the bag before Regan got there. So for the third out of the inning, so that was a 2-4 put out in the book. But Goffstown evening up the score on a really crazy series of events. Stelly takes a hit by pitch, and then 3 wild pitches in a row, scores on that wild pitch, which is nice. And then Watterson walked, and then Lily Trinka ground ball to first. First baseman tags the bag and then overthrows second, trying to get Watterson off the bag as she rounded. What she rounded was an overthrow, got all the way to the fence almost, and Watterson able to score on that throw by the first baseman, that error by the first baseman. So Goffstown evening up the score there with 2 runs on no 1 hit, 1 big error. Left 1 on base, and neither of those runs were earned. Top half of the 7th here now. Watterson still in the circle. Top of the order. Dangerous here for Pinkerton. Let's see if Goffstown can hold firm and do something fun here in the bottom half of the 7th. Lily Mason's been on all 3 times she's been up. Walked her first at bat. An error by the second baseman, Simmons. And then a walk. Then a single. Woo, ball up. 2 balls, no strikes. So Lily walked, error, singled. So she's 1 for 2 on the day, but she's also stolen 4 bases. So we like to keep her off the bases. And that ball's up in the air. I don't know if it's got the distance. It might. And Trinka right at the fence for the out. Not sure if that would have gone out, but right at the fence. Gets her out there. Fly ball to left. Thank goodness there's no wind today, because I would tell you on Saturday that ball would have been 20 feet out. So good thing for the dead wind today. Number 6 coming in here for Alyssa Bulio. And not really sure. I don't think we got their full lineup, so I'm not sure who this is, so I apologize for those listening and watching at home. But pinch hitter here for Bulio. Bulio sacrificed, singled, and struck out her 3 at-bats, and now is giving way to somebody else, giving them a shot here. Ball up. Great game here at Goffstown. 3-3 game with the 10-2 Pinkerton Astros. Ooh, ball in the inner half. Foul ball, 2-1. Ball up, 3-1. Ball 4. Walks her. Paige Ulett up now, 3-hitter. Singled her first at-bat, hard hit single up the middle. Ground out, fielder's choice to Regan O'Mara, her second at-bat, and then flew out to center, deep center, her second at-bat. Her third at-bat. So she's a 1 for 3 on the day. Most likely going to be stealing first pitch here, which they've done pretty much all game. Assume the bunt here where they're going to keep her back and steal on the first pitch is probably the strategy here in a 3-3 game. Put a little pressure on Goffstown. And LeClaire again just holding that ball a little bit too long and unable to throw her out. Stolen base there for pinch hitter number 6. And she did offer at that pitch with that bunt attempt to keep the catcher back. So, whoa, not sure where that one missed. But it did, according to the only person that matters, and that's the home plate umpire. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's down. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the sun's out now, right in the eyes of those folks on the left side of the infield. And it's a line drive single up the middle. And that, Peterson didn't even try to corral that. And nobody at second. And that's going to score the go-ahead run. Peterson didn't even try to cut that off and throw her out. I think maybe the sun got in her eyes there, but not an aggressive play trying to throw her out. And unfortunately, a girl was able to move up too because that ball came into Watterson, and Watterson didn't have anybody to throw to at second base, nobody covering. So unfortunately, a little series of mental errors there by Goffstown, but a nice hit by Paige Ouellette leads to that run. And those little things do tend to catch up to teams over time, but Goffstown still with a good opportunity here in the bottom half of the inning to tie this up or send it to extras and/or take the win here. But first, we got to do our business here in the top half of the 7th and get out of this. 1 out now, girl on second base.
Well, I'm not sure if you just caught that, Jim, but they did another intentional walk here.
Oh, they did. Thank you. Addie Runge walked again intentionally for the 2nd time today after hitting a home run. So girls on first and second now. Thank you, Brian. For Olivia Mason. Olivia Mason came in the defensively in the bottom half of the 3rd and then hit in the 6th and hit a solo home run. So let's see if Watterson can. Oh, that's right by the first baseman under her glove. And a good throw. Oh, Leclerc way up the line, not able to even make a tag. She's got to stay on that home plate there to try to make an effort. Nice play there by Pinard trying to get that ball in, but a hard hit ground ball right underneath Alyssa Hunt's glove results in another run there by Pinkerton. And that mental mistake there from Goffstown allowing Paige Ouellette to move up to second ends up biting them in the butt a little bit, and she ends up scoring on that ball. I believe her name is Rachel, not sure. And strike 1 there. So I'm not sure if that hit a glove or not, but we'll give Olivia Mason a single on that. Hard hit ball, wasn't able to be fielded. Ended up scoring a run, and right through Alyssa Hunt's legs. Unfortunately, that's going to score 2 because we're cutting the ball off and not doing the right thing, and she's going to move up to second base. And the wheels have fallen off here for Goffstown with a lot of defensive errors and mental mistakes here for Goffstown, just adding insult to injury here to Pinkerton going up now with 4 runs here in the top half of the 7th on a lot of miscues by Goffstown. Alex Foot up now. Still 1 out in the inning. Girl on second base. She moved up on that throw to nobody as well. And 2 balls here to Alex Foot. Foul ball, third base side. Alex flew out to left, lined out to short, and struck out her 3rd at-bat. So for 3 on the day, looking to change her fate today, and Goffstown hoping to keep them tight. And gets her to swing through that high strike, 2-2 to Foot. Pinkerton unfortunately breaking it open here in the top half of the 7th to go up 4-3. Gets her on that changeup for the 2nd out of the inning. Alyssa McLaughlin up now. Alyssa walked her 1st at-bat, popped up to short, and then singled her 3rd at-bat. It's been left on base twice today. Ball's out. Ball's up, 2-0. And swings through that one. 2-1 now. Good job there, swinging at 2-0, looking for a pitch she can drive, just missed it. And a strike there from Watterson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 here. Full count here from Watterson to Alyssa McLaughlin. And ball 4, high. Walks her. Girls on first and second now. Sophia Camilleri coming up. Sophia's 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, a fly out to left, and another strikeout. And that ball misses big. Big secondary lead there by Pinkerton, and not taking the bait is Goffstown. 1 ball. And Pinkerton is hit through the order here. And strike 1, 1-1. Ball is up in the air, but out of play. 2 strikes on Sophia now.
Well, hopefully we can take advantage of the sun next half of the inning.
Yeah. And gets her to strike out there for the hat trick today, but damage very much done by Pinkerton in that inning. A lot of mental mistakes and errors by Goffstown. Unfortunately, that breaks it open 7-3 for Pinkerton now on only 2 hits that inning. And one of those is a generous call on my part for the hit. But 3 walks that inning, 2 of which scored. 2 singles, 1 hard hit ball, 1 not so much. And then they're not even really errors. They're just mental mistakes in terms of who to throw to, what to do with the ball, who should be on what bases and stuff like that. Good coachable moments for the young Goffstown team, but certainly some mental mistakes that cost those runs. But Goffstown still has an opportunity here to send it in extras or take the lead. 3 outs left for Goffstown to do just that. We've got Ashley Pennard, who singled, Noelle Simmons, who singled her last at-bat, Ashley Pennard, who singled her last at-bat, and then the top of the order for Goffstown. So let's see if we can get some good production out of the bottom half of the inning again. Bottom half of the lineup, again in the bottom half of the inning. And see if we can't get this game a little bit closer. And I'm just hearing some of the girls saying, I can't see anything out there in center and left, so I do have to assume that that ball up the middle to Petey, she just couldn't track it quickly enough and didn't feel comfortable trying to come up and throw that that lead-off runner out.
Don't throw too high.
Yeah. Yep. Shortstop said, just don't throw that ball too high when you're throwing it over to me. So 4 runs that inning, and only 1 of those was earned. All right. Well, Simmons up, singled her last at-bat in the 5-6 hole, walked her first at-bat, so she's 1 for 1 on the day. Scored the first run for Goffstown in the 3rd. Takes ball 1 there. Well, doing well in the 8th spot, taking a little pressure off her from being up in the top half of the lineup first part of the season. And drills that ball to left. That might go. No, but it's down, though. It's down. Uh-oh. Trying to make it to second, and she does. Nice leadoff double there for Simmons. I think she's found a home there in the 8th spot. Nice no pressure spot for her. Drills that leadoff double. Ashley Pinard up now. Pinard sacrifice fly, her first at bat that sent Simmons to third, and then Simmons scoring on another sacrifice fly after that. So Pinard doing her job the first inning and then singled right up the middle her second inning. Foul ball there. Good hack though. And a hard hit single her second at bat there up the middle. So Pinard's 1 for 1 on the day, similar to Noelle. Let's see if she can do what Noelle did. Become 2 for 2 on the day. Switch positions with her here with a double. 0-1. Ball's down in the dirt. 1-1. And don't look for Goffstown to be aggressive on the bases here. They have no need to. They're down 4. Noelle's run literally does not matter. So we want to make sure that she's not going to run into an out anywhere. Ball's up. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike to the smiling Ashley. She's having fun. Good situation for her to be up in here. That ball's in the dirt, 3-1. And the pitcher Runge struggling a little bit here against Pinard after Noelle's hard hit double. And a ground ball to the shortstop. And Noelle moves up, but they'll take that out all day. They'll trade that run and that out all day long. Good play there by Olivia Mason to get that first out. And Noelle moving up to third. Top of the order here for Peterson. Petey struck out her first at-bat from the left side. Sacrifice fly to right, her second at-bat. Scored Noelle Simmons in the third. And a easy ground ball to first base, her third at-bat. So she's 0 for 2 on the day, takes strike 1. Swinging at that, strike 1 and 2, 0 and 2 now, excuse me. And the 0-2 in the dirt. Nice eye by Peterson. Good pitch recognition on that off-speed pitch by Runge. And Petey protecting the plate there on that high strike. Fouls it off, stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the ball's down and under Mason's glove. Noelle scores there. Not sure she would have had a play on her, even if she didn't field that cleanly. That E6 brings Bestelli to the plate here with 1 out. Goffstown 1 across there from Simmons scoring on that error. And strike 1 to Bestelli. It's a tough call. I'm not sure if that's an error or not. Going for the line drive, but even if she scoops that cleanly, I'm not sure if she throws her out. But did hit her glove, so we're going to give her an error on that one. That ball's up. Snap throw back from the catcher on that ball. 1-1. Petey back in plenty of time. She's too smart for that. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bestelli. Getting her first start today. She lined out to short her first 2 at-bats. And then got hit by a pitch her second at-bat. And then scored after 3 straight wild pitches. Might have been 4 actually, but 1 she held up on. 2-1 count here to Bestelli. Ooh, good pitch there by Runge on the high outer half. Tough pitch to swing at. You're not going to do much with that pitch except for roll over on it or pop it up. So smart for Bastelli not to swing at it. Oh, no. Offers it that incredibly high pitch for strike 3. Didn't want to go down looking, but it's a very high pitch. And Goffstown down to their last out here, but number 3 hitter Watterson up. Taylor's 0 for 3 on the day, 0 for 2 on the day. Ooh, generous strike there, first pitch, but good job by Watterson not swinging. 0 for 2 for Watterson, apologies. Ground ball error to first base or first at bat, ground out to short, and then walked or third at bat. And popped up to third. That should end the game, and it does. Goffstown got a little life in him in the bottom half of the 7th there, trying to come back, but unfortunately unable to capitalize further than the leadoff hitter Simmons, who doubled and scored. Very nice game by Pinkerton there. Other than that one error, they played a very, one meaningful error. They played a very clean game. But final score here from Goffstown was 7-4. Pinkerton, after breaking it open in the top half of the 7th. Pinkerton ended up with seven runs on 7 hits. 3 meaningful errors from Goffstown that scored a few of those runs. Let's see, Pinkerton also, the Astros also stranded 7, and only 4 of those 7 runs were earned. On the Goffstown side of the world, we had 4 runs on 5 hits. A couple of errors from Pinkerton, though, only one costly one that ended up scoring a run that tied the game in the bottom half of the 6th. And Goffstown left 5 girls on base today as well. So pretty even stat line from both teams. Story of the game is really that one inning top half of the 7th where Goffstown made some mental errors that allowed Pinkerton to take advantage of those. But ultimately a fairly well-played game until that point up in time. And overall, a good matchup. The 10-2 Pinkerton Astros now go to 11-2, and Goffstown drops to 5-6 on the season. We'll see them again on Wednesday. And we thank you all very much for joining us, as always. Thanks again to Goffstown TV for allowing us to be here. And we'll bring you the rest of the home games live throughout the rest of the season as well, as much as we can. Thanks again all. For Brian, I'm Jim, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.